What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Shay J. Today we're going to have like a little chit chat on how to not be insecure. This is how to glow up mentally. All right. A lot of us are on our own particular journey and we all going through things and experiencing different changes. But with this shift that's just happening with the full moon in Scorpio that just passed, this energy, take full advantage of it. I'm not saying that, you're going to be a millionaire tomorrow, but I feel like with this new shift that's happening for the collective, a lot of us are going to be stepping into a new timeline. So for those of you who are new to spirituality, this video is for you. So when I had my first spiritual awakening in 2019, it was the most scary and intimidating experience of my life. My son was 4 years old and I was staying home due to COVID, and it was just a crazy time when, everything was happening, and for you to have like a spiritual awakening is huge. These I have created 10 like tips for you newcomers, okay, to help you along the way that I've learned, that I've implemented in my life so far, that it's has worked. It has done such great work for me, because I believe in it, and I feel like what these tips that I'm going to give you today, they're going to help you as well. So maybe if you want, you could get a pen and pad and just write these down so you can go back to them later. But my first tip for anyone to do is to focus on their shadow work. So when you focus on your shadow work, you're able to like face your fears and your past so you can heal and grow. And this is going to help you evolve and expand and see growth happen in your life. And when you do shadow work, it just clears out a lot of blockages that you could have in your mind, in your emotional body, your heart. A lot of these things stem from our childhood and like the way we were raised. So I feel like people need to begin working on, their mindset. And journaling is a big thing. So I'm a big person like on journaling. I feel like I love writing down my emotions. I mean, if you can talk to a therapist and that helps you, then by all means do it. But in your downtime, when you're alone, you should be working on, your mindset, and shadow work is a way of doing that. Another tip for you newcomers is like setting boundaries. We all have been raised never to learn how to set boundaries. This is something that you have to learn later on in life as an adult, and as you go through things and experiences, you learn how to say no. And saying no protects your peace mostly, so that you can live your life. It's not fair that you should feel guilty or obligated to help other people that really aren't there for you. So when you set boundaries with people, this lets people know, one, how to treat you, two, how to respect you, and it also teaches people that you respect yourself. So you should have boundaries with people. I don't care if it's your cat. You should have boundaries with your damn cat, okay? The next tip that I'm going to tell you is about the growth mindset. Now, the growth mindset is basically seeing your failures as lessons for success later on. The key point that I want to mention is if that you set goals and track your progress, this is a way that you can show yourself that you're growing by hitting your intentions. Um, Basically, you should start off with something that's very small and something that you can do. And when you do that, that's something that you've made a progress in, and then you go to the next thing, on and on and on. So the whole thing about it in your mind is not to allow life to beat you up and make you feel like the things that happen in life or your failures are going to be you forever. Like, no, we can change. We can change our perspectives. We can change our habits. We can change our intentions. And at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. My number fourth tip would be inner confidence. Own your own power and uniqueness. So as you walk with purpose and you act in integrity and authenticity, I feel like people are more liked and respected when they're in those vibrations, as opposed to being fake and phony and not really being superficial. Yeah, those type of people, they don't have an easy life. They have a hard life because they have to keep up with the facade. But when you have the inner confidence to be who you are, who God made you, who God intended you to be, you can go out into the world and shine as bright, as authentically as you're supposed to, which is what we want, correct? Okay. So the next tip that I'm going to tell you is about self-validation. Okay, and it's like, stop seeking approval outside of yourself and affirm who you are within. A lot of times we feel like our self-validation comes from other people accepting us and stuff, but that's not necessarily the case. It's part of it, but it's not the whole thing. My take on it is that when you fully accept yourself and you're totally cool with who you are, people have no choice but to be cool and accept who you are as well. It's like a boomerang effect and a domino effect. And it's like once you get that domino going, it goes out and it ripples out into, you know, other people. And these type of vibrations are highly contagious. So when you begin to do these and implement these things in your life, someone close to you will definitely notice that. And this will oftentimes um, kind of like encourage them to do the same. So this is the type of things that, you want to be doing on your day to day. You want to be working on your shadows. Okay, that's healing any kind of trauma that you are carrying with you. Also, setting boundaries with yourself and others. Growth mindset. This is like setting goals and working towards them every single day. This could be emotionally, mentally, financially, whatever. Also, your inner confidence has to be high in order for you to, vibrate high. You have to know yourself, and that goes back to doing shadow work. So your shadow work, will it show improvement, and it'll show and also in your confidence. Yeah, and also self-validation, understanding that no one can validate who you are but you. That is totally 100% your job to do, and it's not for anybody else to do or complete. It is your job to do. So remember that. This video is going to also be a part 2, so sometime in the next couple of days I'm going to upload the second part to this video and have some more tips for those who may need some help, working on their mentality, working on, clearing emotional blocks, clearing creative blocks, and clearing out money blocks. So I hope that you got something out of this video. If you want to, you can leave me a comment below. You can add some things that maybe I should mention in the next video. If you have any suggestions, I would love to hear you. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video, guys.